Hello, Stefan Meyer here, Managing Director of My Real Estate. Now, as of late, obviously with this whole COVID-19, there's been a lot of uncertainty around in regards to what the real estate market's going to do, and people have been asking me questions and telling me to put some content out there. The reason I've waited so long to do so is I believe in actually talking fact, rather than just sort of having a guess and putting a positive spin on things when it may not necessarily be the case. So I'm just going to talk about what I can see and the positive factors that have been coming through as of late to reinforce the real estate market. I don't know if you've read in the papers as of late, but the Reserve Bank is considering getting rid of the LVRs. Now, the LVRs are basically how much deposit is needed to purchase a property. So homeowners have needed 20%. And if an investor wanted to buy a rental, they needed a minimum of a 30% deposit. If they get rid of the LVRs, it's going to give the banks free rein to determine what kind of deposit is needed on an individual sort of basis. So if you've got a good financial backing and a lot of money, perhaps the bank will allow you to have a lot less a deposit, which means you can obviously buy property in the more expensive areas. And obviously with Auckland having a lot of jobs, that's where people are probably going to want to congregate to a lot more now, obviously with this whole COVID-19. Interest rates are at record lows and they're probably not going to go up anytime soon. They've been basically tumbling down for the last number of years. So that's obviously makes things a lot easier and a lot more affordable for people to buy property with rock bottom low interest rates. The Kiwis, there's a heck of a lot of Kiwis. They're going to be wanting to return home after the way they've been treated overseas. And obviously a lot of people are looking at the way New Zealand's handled this COVID-19 issue. So a lot more people are going to want to return. Kiwis coming back. Also, when the borders do open up, immigration, I'd imagine, is probably going to be at an all-time high with people wanting to come to the safety of New Zealand because we've just displayed how we handle tough situations quite well. Rodney North, the area that we primarily handle, definitely has got some really good underlying factors that protect it. So the motorway is coming through here, which definitely buffers and protects the property prices in our area, because wherever a motorway goes, prices always climb. Also, there'll be a lot of people in the city wanting to escape the city. Imagine being pent up in a little apartment during this whole COVID-19 lockdown. So whereas up here in the beautiful Rodney North, we've got beaches, places we can go for walks, and most of it, like I say, is all in walking distance and a bit of space around us. Not everyone's sort of breathing down our neck, so it's a lot cleaner and safer for families. Auckland and Rodney North, well, we've got diversified income streams. We don't solely rely on tourism. There's definitely some tourist destinations, and I think, property prices in some areas are definitely going to fall. Anyone that thinks they won't is probably not done that much homework on it. But the places that are solely reliant on tourism, or where the majority of their income is generated from, I think are definitely going to take the hit in property prices for the likes of Queenstown and things like that. But as far as Auckland, Rodney North goes, we've got diversified income streams. So again, I think it's definitely going to help buffer and protect our house values. Traditionally as well, when we've gone through issues, obviously COVID-19's never came up before, but we've obviously been through GFCs and other, market crashes and things like that. Also, what has happened after these, there's been a lot of buyers that have wanted to sit on their hands, thinking that the market's going to go and just crash and blow up. Then normally what happens is they wait while other people are buying. Then all of a sudden they realize, hey, it's not falling anymore, or it hasn't fallen at all, and then they all rush in. Then we've got basically a supply level here, and then we have buyers coming like this. And then tell me what happens. Basically, you end up with a free-for-all, people desperately wanting to buy property, more buyers than property, which fuels uplifts in property. So look, hey, that's my personal opinion from all the research and stats that we've been looking at, and all the sort of factors that are in the marketplace at the moment. No one's got a crystal ball. Like I say, this is my opinion, but I'm pretty confident in it. And we've also seen a lot of positive activity in the last week since we've been announced that we've gone into level 3, and obviously in level 3 as of today, huge amount of inquiry coming through from buyers wanting to view properties. I've already got 5 inspections booked for this week, and the first one at 11 a.m. today, with protective COVID-19 practices in place, obviously. So yeah, hope you're all having a good day, and hopefully this has been helpful for some of you. If not, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.